Morning, everybody. Good morning. So it's Tuesday morning. That means we're going through our Clough Road figures. What happened at Clough Road? How did it go? Well, for whatever reason, we don't have a lot of data the way we're collecting it right now for Clough Road in terms of where the quotes come from, etc. We haven't been collecting the quotes because we've only been putting them on Clough Road on Stora. And so therefore we don't know on Stora, we don't determine where quotes come, etc. So this week I've made sure that the team actually put them on Space Manager as well, so we can log where the quotes are coming from. Because at the minute, all I know is literally we've had 6 reservations. That's all I can tell you at the minute. I can obviously see how many people actually hit the page, etc. But at the minute, I can tell you 6 reservations. I'll run through what I can tell you. 6 reservations. The way I think about Stora is, I say it all the time, I think Stora, if you're entering this industry, first of all, then without doubt, it is a no-brainer. Fucking no-brainer, mate. It's a no-brainer. That, by the way, that's Dave Davies. That's what he says. He sounds exactly like that. It's a no-brainer that you should use Stora. However, I believe Stora will become the most powerful platform out there, the most powerful software. However, for me, who likes data and analytics, there's just reports missing. In time, there will come. If Gavin's listening to this, I have received the email about somebody wanting a conversation with me from Stora and pointing them in how we can improve, etc. So I will get back to that. But yeah, so if you're a one-man band, yeah, absolutely, 100% makes perfect sense to use Stora. For me, we just need to straddle 2 softwares at the minute. We need to straddle Space Manager and Stora. I love Stora offers so many things that Space Manager does, but doesn't. And then equally, Space Manager offers the more reporting that Stora doesn't. And so therefore we straggle both at the minute, which makes it somewhat confusing, and you're almost double entry at times as well. So let's get down to nitty gritty then. Number of reservations, 6, which is really 5 because somebody actually cancelled a reservation as soon as they booked it. So let's say 5 reservations. Number of square foot reserved is 485. So at the minute, we've had prices online for the past 3 weeks. We've had 6 reservations, 10 reservations, and 6 reservations. I'm recording this on Monday evening, and we've had no reservations as of yet for the week. But last week started slowly as well. So hopefully we can definitely get above that 6 and close to that 10 reservations this week. 485 square foot reserved, and number of move-ins last week was 4. So we only had 4 move-ins last week for 360 square foot, and we had somebody taking extra rooms of 50 square foot. Move-outs, we had 5 move-outs for 570 square foot. So we're down 160 square foot, my friends. We've got to remember that we are in November, and you would not expect, I hate to see expect to lose square footage, but square footage is hard to come by at this time of year. So let's hope that this next week is going to be a positive week. Right, let's have a look at some more information. Now, gross revenue. This is the one thing that's really concerning me here, and I'm going to have to look into why, because according to this, it's saying we've took no money on the 7th of November. And I just can't see that being true. On the 6th of November, we only took £167.56. And it gets even worse when you have a look at the gross revenue. So far, we've took £1,790.55 according to the software, according to the system. And that is on the 7th of November. The equivalent 30 days ago, this time last month, so the 7th of October, we took nearly £4,000, £3,983.79. So we're 122.5% down on the previous month. However, if you look at the occupancy is up. So I'm not convinced that's right. I'm not convinced it's right. I don't know. I don't know why, but we'll look into it, and I will report any findings obviously next week if I need to. Right, the monthly reoccurring revenue. Now this is down £20,938.71. It's down 3.64 from the same time the previous month. We have one up of these data points. Occupancy, it's 55.56% occupied, which means it's 0.28% increase from the previous data, what we had previous 30 days. So it was, last time was 55.28%. Do you know, Clough Road is just in, everybody says, how's Clough Road doing? How's Clough Road going? I'm like, yeah, it's beating projections. It's beating where I thought would be in terms of revenue. However, it started shit hot. It was like, oh my God, this is amazing. He's going to fill up. I mean, 4 months ago was almost at the same place, was maybe 48% full. So there's not much difference in 4 months. And so it's really weird. It's almost like you're a football team and you're not expected to beat this team you're playing, and you go 3-0 up, and then all of a sudden you full times 3-3. But ultimately, a 3-3 draw at the start of it, you'd be over the moon with. But when you're 3-0 up, a 3-3 draw doesn't look so enticing. So if you told me, hey, Dean, listen, when you've been opened, I don't know, 10 months, this is a point you'd be at, I'd be like, yeah, come on, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo, it's going great. And if you'd have told me after month 6, hey, Dean, in month 10, this is where you'd be, I'd be like, you fucking joking? Are you kidding me? You got to be kidding, right? Yeah, you kidding? You kidding? What? And so I don't know whether to be excited, happy, disappointed. I don't know. But ultimately, I've got my expectations at the start, we're ahead by far and away ahead of the expectations and the cash flow projections that we did. So ultimately, it can't be bad. It can't be too bad. The rate per square foot is £17.94, which is down 2.73%. But as I've told you before, that is based on occupancy. We're doing occupancy plays, so we're trying to get more square foot in, and we're not worried at the minute about price per square foot. But as you can tell, we're not really increasing the occupancy either. So who knows? But I expect this is my expectations. This time next year, I expect us to be around about 80% full, because we'll have the summer next year, have a decent summer, and I feel as though that it will be minimum of 80%. If we get to 80% full this time next year, then you're going to have one happy Dino. Let's have a quick look at analytics for you, see if I can get you any more data from that. I found some more information for you guys, so I like to look at this data. So when they actually go to the quote form for a price, obviously now we don't have prices there, but what you've got to do is select a unit. This week we need to improve that because I don't think it is best for the customer. I don't know how we're going to improve it, but there's too many clicks for me. So when you ask for a quote, you don't see the prices all down in one page right there, and then you have to go through and select your unit that you want. We spent a lot of money on that page with the drawings and stuff, but I just think it's one extra click. With the customers, you've got to make it as easy as possible and the less clicks as possible, because the more clicks that you make it for a customer, it's like a funnel, it's like a bucket, a leaky bucket. You are going to lose some customers because they're just going to be thinking, I can't be asked for this. Don't want to see prices now. It's like a website above the fold. Above the fold, by the way, comes from newspapers. When you used to fold a newspaper up and you used to see a certain section of it, that was above the fold. That's where it comes from. So as soon as you've got to scroll down, that's below the fold. And if you look at Hotjar or anything like that, you see that you will lose a massive proportion of your visitors because they can't be asked to go down. They can't be asked to scroll down. And so therefore, that's why it's so important above the fold. The same sort of concept here. So we've got a thank you page for the quote form. So we know how many people actually go through the process and get the quote because of a thank you page. So at Clough Road, they're all about the same. So at Clough Road, we had 59 people get to the thank you page, and we had 74 people go to the quote page. And so it was 80% of people actually went to the thank you page. So 80% of people actually got the price and clicked on the unit size. So we're still losing 20% of people, which is interesting. Right, on Willoughby, we had 89 people. 89 people actually go to the quote form page, and we had 74 people actually fill it in. So on Willoughby, we got, and it's exactly the same, by the way, it's exactly the same structure and exactly the same page setup. So it should be around about the same, and it is 83%. So not much in it at all. We had obviously a little bit higher retention on the Willoughby one than we did on the Clough Road, but again, it shouldn't be any difference really. So it was only 4% difference, which on the grand scheme of things played out over time. I don't think there will be any difference. So that is basically it, my friends. Clough Road, still frustrating the living shit out of me. Clough Road, Willoughby is still doing fantastic. And maybe, just maybe, the reason is that Willoughby is manned and Clough Road isn't manned. However, I don't think that's the issue. I don't think that's a problem because the customers know it's manned or unmanned. I don't think so before they actually book. I don't know. But the great thing is we keep testing, we keep looking in, we keep iterating, we keep improving. And at the end of the day, it's if this is me being disappointed, then it's not that bad, is it? It's not that bad. We're nearly 60%, rounding up now, aren't we? We're nearly 60% full. Hey, 65% full, 70% full. We're getting there slowly, but surely we are getting there. It's just frustrating. But again, at this time of year, as long as we're not losing too much square foot, I mean, if we can just glide and maintain altitude at Willoughby and Clough Road, then ultimately I'll be happy this time of year. All right, my friends, tomorrow we're going through monthly figures for Willoughby. What a month it was in October. I love going through these monthly figures. All right, my friends, I'll speak to you later. Goodbye.